Hello, YouTube. This is Ewan Spence and ESC Insight calling Breaking My Heart. Let's do the song review for Denmark. Yes, we continue our Jukebox Jury highlights, cutting out just the song for you all here on YouTube. Crash the guitars? Yep, that's fine as well. While I'm here behind the microphone, you have a nutty postcard to look at, and we have Denmark's entry to the Eurovision Song Contest 2023 to review. Joining me to talk about Breaking My Heart by Reiley, we've got Scott Reed and Ariadne Griffin. Getting through MGP, little wrinkle in the rulebook as well. We'll come to that in a second. Scott, are we going to Copenhagen next year?
Probably not.
Well, I don't see why not. All the hotels that we can't get into in Malmo are actually over the bridge, so maybe's aye, maybe's no.
Maybe so. It's too many broken hearts in the world, isn't there, at the moment?
It's too many dreams to be falling in through.
Yeah. Oh dear. This one's interesting. It's got a very sort of Heights sound, that sort of part electronica, part pop sound, which is very entertaining for those of us who remember Heights being linked for a UK entry for Eurovision. So I guess we'll get to test it out as a sort of A/B test. It sounds very current. It wouldn't sound out of place on like a contemporary hit radio like BBC Radio 1 or Capital or something like that. The thing is, it gets to that chorus and then I go, how's that gonna work then? When it goes into that robotic thing, and in the music video it sounds great. And on the live performance, it varies between sounding okay and this is not... I didn't come up with this, but someone else compared it to a Dalek. And that's a slight concern for me in terms of how this works live. It's got promise. It's very contemporary, but I wonder how that's going to work. And I also wonder where the Eurovision rulebook comes in and stuff like this.
Well, what it should do is it should allow more vocal effects, more processing, because modern pop has that. There shouldn't be a question in my mind of whether this vocal effect is allowed or not. It's used in modern music. It should be allowed because we are a modern song contest. What annoys me about this voice is it's there because it feels like a gimmick. It's like, if you've got this, do something with it. Do something interesting. It's like if you have a swanny whistle, it's not good enough just to go in your song. It has to be part of the song. It has to say something. It has to connect. It has to be part of the story. You're not doing a straight and head foot on the amplifier 16-bar rock and roll here. You're doing a story. So what does the electronica sound of the voice add to the story? And I am struggling with that question.
The song feels empty to me without it. They kind of like they've thrown it in there to sort of add something to the song, because to me the song, you listen to 45 seconds of it and you kind of heard it all. To me it sounds like Owl City's Fireflies without the charm.
And it's not even 45 seconds. You listen to that opening track, it literally just it fades up, and then you get the first phrase of the song, and then it repeats that first phrase of the song. And it repeats that phrase of the song, and we get to 3 minutes and it fades down again. I mean, I know I joke sometimes about song finding a gear and staying with it, but Denmark, this is a fixed gear song. Literally, you don't even have a slow build up or anything. It just starts, it goes, and it stops. That's great if you're on a dance floor, but it ain't no good if you're in the jungle and trying to get votes. No, look, I know people laugh at me for going, Denmark, why are you sending so much beige? But Denmark, why are you sending so much beige?
I don't know. There's a definite problem in this potentially being a song that would play in the radio and you'd be perfectly okay with it in the background and you wouldn't switch it off. But in terms of it collecting votes, you might miss it. And it's not the only one that I have that concern about in this year's contest. So yeah, that I think that whole it just runs in one gear is okay in the radio, but there's a risk at Eurovision.
It feels to me like a TikTok that got out of hand. It should be short and concise, and I think that robot voice plays very well to social media, and sort of you can make a cute little TikTok to it. I'm not sure it's got enough legs to be a full performance.
I wonder if that's a symptom of current music, though, because like there's a lot of TikTok songs where they've essentially got a good 20 seconds in it and then just there's not much else to add.
And also the career path that Reiley's taken has been primarily doing covers on TikTok. So in a certain sense, this is just doing what he's done for ages that has given him his career. But you know what? Just because you started on TikTok, we can't all be Sam Ryder. This is not measuring up. I'm in terms of it's the second song and in the number of misses I'm giving, second song, second miss.
There's a bit of the chorus sticks in my head, the sort of do, and maybe I'm just falling for a gimmick. Maybe that is exactly what's happening, but maybe I won't be the only one that just falls for a gimmick. So I do have it down as a maybe. I cannot go any further than that with it, though, to be honest.
I'm on the side of a miss, I'm afraid. I think it's just going to get swallowed up on the evening.
There we go. It's our comments. Your comments can all be found at the bottom of this web post, hopefully. www.escinsight.com. Who wants to do some promotion? Scott, you've got absolutely nothing to promote, have you?
I have nothing. You can come and follow me on all the social medias and Twitter at @AScottReed. But yes, I have nothing to promote at this stage.
I, however, have a blog. Ariadne Reviews.
Hey, welcome to 2003.
It's ariadnereviews.com, and I cover sort of the big UK reality TV shows that focus on talent. It's Bake Off, Strictly Come Dancing. I've got Interior Design Masters going on at the moment. I'm waiting for Sewing Bee and MasterChef to come back.
And did you do the pottery one?
I did do the pottery one.
Family here loves the pottery one. Right then, I joke about 2003 in the blog, but the way social media is going, everybody get your own blog, get your own homepage, have your own home on the internet and control it yourself. Denmark's entry to Eurovision 2023 there, Breaking My Heart by Reiley. Thanks to Scott and Ariadne for joining me on the Jukebook Story podcast to review that. This was the highlight. Listen in full, www.escinsight.com, where you'll find all our other podcasts, written articles, and even a space to leave your comments. Plenty of space to discuss and enjoy the entirety of the song contest as it approaches. But for now, I shall leave you to the rest of your YouTube recommendation list. Maybe you'll hear me again in another day, another song, and another look at this year's Eurovision Song Contest. You've been listening to the highlights of Jukebox Jury as we preview the Eurovision Song Contest 2023. Find out more and listen to our podcast, www.escinsight.com.